Hi team, welcome to week 222, and this is our observation week. So just a reminder that we'll be observed for our juniors on Wednesday. And what I've done is this is our sort of equalizer week with our job teams. All job teams are going to be doing the same thing this week. So we start off with our welcome and a circle question. Feel free to change this if you would like. And the goal is that we are going to do an introduction to interviews so that students can identify positive attitudes, verbal cues, appropriate word choice, topics, tone, really just for them to be able to identify things that they're going to need to know for next week when they actually record themselves answering common interview questions. So we're just going to sort of start off asking them, what do you know about interviews? This could be any interview, Howley Scholar interview, it could be a college interview or job interviews, just to sort of activate their knowledge. And then we're going to come into the scenario, right? Like, congratulations, your hard work paid off. You had a strong resume, cover letter, you filled out the application, and now you got an interview. So you might be thinking, how do you prepare? Well, there actually are things you can do ahead of time. Tell them they can bring 3 copies of their resume, list of references, notepad and a pen to take notes, that they can practice common interview questions in like a mock interview. In fact, we're going to do this next week to help get them prepared, and they're going to get feedback from partners and from other professionals and us to help them improve their interview answers, and then they'll get a chance to re-record themselves later. And then tell them, you know what, you also need to research your company. So I put a link here. When you open this up, it takes you to TikTok. And this is where I would remind the students that every company that they're interested in, every place that they shop at, every app that they use, they all have job pages. They're hiring constantly for a variety of jobs. And if you ever apply to a company, you want to go to that page and read, because they will actually give you hints on how to prepare for the interview 9 times out of 10. So you'll have the students read about the TikTok interview process. Have them read through all of this. It's pretty short and pretty quick, but it just at least lets them know, what does it look like? I mean, you're going to be interviewing with multiple people. You're going to be given a scenario where you have to like actually perform during the interview. So read through that, kind of let them know that that's something you should do ahead of time for an interview. Then on slide 11, I have 2 really quick videos, and I tell you here in the speaker notes when to end them, because they're like credits at the end of these. About 2 minutes, 3 minutes long, each one of these, common interview mistakes, and an interview done well. And then just after each one, talk with the students and ask them to like notice things before you play the video. Just say, can you just notice some things that are new, that are interesting, and things that you already knew? And then just digest it, talk about it afterwards. Then we're going to do a little bit of a Kahoot review of the major things that they talk about during those 2 videos. And then they're going to share what they learned. So they're going to watch this video and fill out the Google form. I actually post the link to the video at the top of the Google form too, just in case students want to watch it again independently. It's right up here. You can see that up here. They can watch it and answer the questions. When we are grading this, just a heads up that these 2 questions will be scored automatically. The last 2, these are actually sample interview questions, and I want the students to do just a rough draft of their answers today. They will get a copy of this sent to their email, and we'll manipulate that next week. But this just is points for completing it. It's a required thing. They just fill this out. They get points for it. And then that's really it. Their Word and Excel for next week, they're also combined into one, because the students who are in on-base, they've had a chance where they've had just show up to exposure block, and that counts as their grade. So what we're going to do is like an Excel review as part of their Word in their Excel assignment for next week. And then on-base, they are working on their it's a keyword process. So that is next week wrapped up. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.